Thanks for visiting the patient and the weather today. I'm meteorologist Al Peterlin. I'd like to talk about the weather health stresses for March 30th, 2026. We keep additional graphics available at tpatw.com. We also maintain a patient weather storefront on Amazon. Amazon purchases made through our storefront support the activities of patient weather. Looking at the surface map for Monday, high pressure covering much of the nation, but there is a lingering low pressure or frontal system with a lot of bubble lows stretching all the way from northern California across into Wyoming, across the Dakotas, across to upper Michigan, and all the way up to the extreme areas of northern Maine. There is an unsettled weather swath all the way from the west coast ahead and along the front, all the way across through the New England states. Looking at the vitality index, a measure of all of the different elements that might have some impact on human health, we have the Pacific Northwest, a little bit something going on here in New Mexico, a little bit going on in the northern plains, a lot of activity here in the upper Ohio Valley and lakes, and then a neat swath all the way from the Carolinas up through Pennsylvania, New York, into New England. Looking at pressure change, we have rising pressure here in Washington state. We have falling pressure from the northern plains, Nebraska to the Dakotas, across Iowa, northern Illinois, northern Indiana, and then jumping to the eastern seaboard from eastern North Carolina, eastern Virginia, New Jersey, eastern Pennsylvania, New York, and all of New England. Looking at temperature change, we have some falling temperatures here in the Pacific Northwest, but rising temperatures along that frontal system across the Ohio Valley and then up the eastern seaboard. Looking at dew point temperatures, very much a confirmation of everything we've been talking about, especially with rising dew point temperatures here in the eastern third of the country. But note, we were talking about New Mexico and something going on, and there's that influx of moisture into New Mexico. And the vapor pressure map confirming the same thing, although it shows a little bit of moisture trying to work into the Texas, Louisiana area, but still a lot flowing up into the lower portions of the Four Corners. Looking at the change in oxygen availability, you'll see we have that risk of migraine all the way across the state of California, a lot through western Oregon, western Washington, across the entire state of Idaho and much of Montana. We also pick up a risk of migraine right along the border of North Dakota, northern Minnesota, a little bit through eastern Wisconsin, and then back up here into the south central areas here of Canada. But we have a risk of asthma and arthritis stretching from the plains east, taking in all of the east except for Florida, especially strong across Iowa into Illinois, Indiana, picking up in Ohio, Pennsylvania into New England, and also here in North Carolina and Virginia. Thanks for visiting the patient and the weather. Your comments are appreciated. And if you hurt, tell us where